Today I have this very lovely stitch pattern for you. This is the front of the work. And this is the reverse. Hello knitting friends, and welcome back to Knit the Stitch. Today I'm looking at this wonderful roof tiles design, which I think really does look like roof tiles, or maybe even fish scales. It's not a reversible stitch. This is how it is on the back. And I tried a few different cast-ons for this project and found that the basic long tail cast-on gave me the best results here. One pattern repeat is from here to here, like this. And there are no fancy new stitches to learn. It's just your basic knits and purl stitches, and I'll write all the pattern details down in the description box below. So take a look and please subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my other stitch videos. And this is knit over multiples of 8 stitches with 6 extra, and I've also added 2 edge stitches. It lays flat and it doesn't want to curl up at the sides. So I've gone ahead and cast on extra stitches to start again. I've got 24 stitches here, which is 2 times 8, 16, 6 extra stitches and 2 edge stitches, giving me 24 in total. And I've knit 1 complete pattern repeat of all the rows, and that's a total of 16 rows for this pattern. So if you're ready, grab your needles and some yarn and let's get on with some knitting. With the right side of the work facing, I'll start with row 1. Slip the first stitch, bring the yarn to the front of the work and purl the rest of the row. Row 1 is a purl row. So I'm coming towards the end of row 1, purl the final stitch and turn the work ready for row 2. So I slip the first stitch and then knit all the stitches across row 2. And row 2 is the wrong side of the work facing. And this is the end of row 2. Row 3. Slip the first stitch and knit 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and then the pattern repeat begins. So bring the yarn to the front and we're going to slip the next 2 stitches without knitting. Slip 1, slip 2 onto the right hand needle, return the yarn to the back of the work and knit 6. And that's the pattern repeat for this row. The pattern repeat appears between the asterisks in the written pattern below. And again, bring the yarn to the front to slip the next 2 stitches. Slip them purlwise, 1 and 2. Return the working yarn to the back and knit 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and the last stitch just knit the last stitch. Row 4 with the wrong side facing, slip the first stitch and purl 6, purling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and then the pattern repeat begins. So take the yarn to the back, slip 2 stitches onto the right hand needle, return the working yarn to the front and purl 6 stitches. 1, 2, that's 3, 4, 5 and 6, and we have that repeat again. So taking the yarn to the back of the work, slip 2 stitches purlwise without knitting, bring the yarn to the front and purl 6. And purl the edge stitch. Turning the work for row 5, slip the first stitch and knit 6. That's 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Bring the yarn to the front, slip 2 stitches purlwise without knitting, return the yarn to the back and knit 6. Bring the yarn to the front, slip 2 stitches, so that's slip 2 stitches, 1 and 2 onto the right hand needle, return the yarn to the back and knit 6. And knit the final salve edge stitch. Turning the work for row 6, slip the salve edge stitch, purl 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and then the pattern repeat begins. Take the working yarn to the back, slip 2 stitches as though to purl, return the yarn to the front and purl the next 6 stitches. Then we have another slip 2. One and 2. With the yarn in the front, purl 6. That's 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and purl the salve edge stitch. Turning the work for row 7, slip the first stitch, and then we have a knit 6, and then slip 2 with yarn in front, slip and slip, return that yarn to the back, knit 6. Slip 2 with yarn in front, 1, 2, return the yarn to the back, knit 6. and then knit the final stitch on this row. Turning the work for row 8. Both rows 8 and 9 are purl rows, so I'll go ahead and purl both rows 8 and 9 and join you at the end of row 9, ready to turn the work. I'm just coming towards the end of row 9. Row 10. Row 10 is a knit row. Slip the first stitch and then knit all the stitches across row 10. These are my last few stitches on row 10. And row 11 with the right side of the work facing, slip the first stitch and then knit 2, and then the pattern repeat begins. So with the yarn in the front, bring the yarn to the front, slip the next 2 stitches purlwise without knitting them. Take the yarn to the back and knit 6. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. And I need to repeat that again, so slip 2 with the yarn in front, 1 and 2, return the yarn to the back of the work and knit 6. That's 2, 3, 4, that's 5 and 6. And once more, 2 slip stitches with the yarn in front, and then I have my final 3 stitches. So with yarn in back, knit 2 and knit the edge stitch. Row 12, slip the first stitch and purl 2, and then the pattern repeat begins. So take the yarn to the back and slip the next 2 stitches. Slip them purlwise without knitting, 1 and 2. Return the working yarn to the front and purl 6 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and again the repeat. So take the yarn to the back, slip 2 stitches as though to purl, bring the yarn to the front and purl the next 6 stitches. And the final 5 stitches are slip 2 with yarn in back, return the yarn and purl the final 3 stitches. Row 13. Row 13 starts with slip the first stitch and knit 2. And then we have the pattern repeat. Slip 2 stitches with the yarn in front, return the yarn to the back and knit 6. Slip the next 2 stitches, 1 and 2, return the yarn and knit 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. I have 5 stitches left, so with yarn in front slip 2, return the yarn and I knit 1, 2 and the final stitch. row 14, slip the first stitch, and purl 2, 1 and 2. Start the pattern repeat, so with yarn in back, slip 2 without knitting, bring the yarn to the front and purl 6. That's 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Take the yarn to the back, slip the next 2 stitches, return the yarn to the front and purl 6. And when there are 5 stitches left, slip the next 2 and purl 3. 1, 2 and 3. Row 15. So starting again with the slip stitch and then knit 2. Start the pattern repeat by slipping the next 2 stitches with the yarn in front, return the yarn to the back and knit 6. Repeat the pattern again, so slip the first 2 stitches, return the yarn to the back and knit 6. And when there are just 5 stitches left, slip 2 with the yarn in front, return the yarn to the back and knit the last 3 stitches. Row 16. Row 16 is the final row of the pattern repeat. And row 16 is a purl row, so slip the first stitch and then purl all the stitches across row 16. And that's all there is to this roof tiles design. I hope you found this tutorial useful. Please subscribe, and until next time, enjoy knitting all your stitches.